All right, if you guys want to just have a seat, we're going to quiet it down, then we'll get the program started. Can we cut the house music? All right, excellent. First off, to get this started, welcome, everybody. This first song we're going to do to welcome you guys here is dedicated to all the affiliates out there that are grinding. So I'm going to start it up right now. How do we turn that up? There we go. Check. If we can get the ladies up front. All right. We're going to get this started. Let's give it a hand for our lovely ladies right here. All right, you guys ready? You need some link control so you can get paid. Forget that 9 to 5, baby, we self-made. We make it online, cause that's the way we do. Come click this link, I think I got something to offer you. You need some link control so you can get paid. Forget that 9 to 5, baby, we self-made. We make it online, cause that's the way we do. Come click this link, I think I got something to offer you. The networks are stealing my campaigns. I know that they're taking my data to target my demographics. Affiliates jacking my landers, don't even change out the graphics. Thank God I've been cloaking my traffic. About to go do something drastic. I find out who's taking my business, you know that they getting their ass whipped. I became an affiliate just to escape from a 9 to 5 hell. I ain't locking away in a cubicle, might as well lock me away in a cell. I tell anybody that wanna be free, you always a slave if you're working for wages. Once you start making that money online, you find that shit can get kinda contagious. But you can't be a dummy with monetization, cause profitability really is just a condition resulting from testing and optimization. Running your ad at the right time of day, mixed with some geolocation, combined with the maximum payout available, scale it and crush it with mass automation. You need some link control so you can get paid. Forget that 9 to 5, baby, we self-made. We make it online, cause that's the way we do. Come click this link, I think I got something to offer you. You need that link control so you can get paid. Forget that 9 to 5, baby, we self-made. We make it online, cause that's the way we do. Come click this link, I think I got something to offer you. If all of you guys are in here are interested in making some more money, I think we got something to offer you. If you're interested in optimizing your campaigns, we got something to offer you. We got some link control to offer you. So without any further ado, we're gonna get this party started. Before we do, let's have a hand for our lovely dancers right here. Come on, give it up. And let's keep that going for our main man, ShoeMoney in the back. He can hear you, come on. Give him a round of applause. All right, thank you, ladies.
Right now in affiliate marketing, there are huge problems for affiliate marketers. A recent survey of over 2,000 affiliates found that over 65% of them didn't trust their affiliate network to keep accurate statistics. And over 80% of affiliates said they believe that their affiliate network is stealing their data to run their own campaigns. And then there is the problem for getting the best payout. There are currently over 600 affiliate networks, and they will all tell you that they have the best payout and highest converting offers. Yet their offers and landing pages are all the same. But how do you know? Do you really have the time to sign up for 600 different affiliate networks to test all their offers and the vertical that you are promoting? Then consider the basic problem that affiliates place links all over their websites, PPC campaigns and mailing or newsletters. These links often get abandoned or forgotten, which leads to lots of money and lost revenue. But what if? What if there was a new, proven, state-of-the-art service that solved all of these problems, not only ensuring that you get the best payout for your vertical, but also owning full control of your links? Now introducing Linkcontrol. Linkcontrol starts out as a basic URL shortener, which takes your long, complicated affiliate link and turns it into a nice, simple, short link. Currently, existing link shorteners don't cater to affiliate marketers. These services make all of your stats publicly accessible so that your competition can see everything you're doing, and they do not offer the option to change the destination URL once it's placed. What starts to separate Linkcontrol from your average URL shortener is that it gives you full control of your link, allowing you to edit the destination at any time. This alone is a huge feature for affiliate marketers. Now let's take that a step further. Not only can you edit destination URLs, but now, when a random affiliate network contacts you, giving you the same line about how they have the best payouts and highest converting offers, you can actually divert a small percentage of your traffic to test them out without sacrificing your entire income stream. Linkcontrol gives you the ability to test unlimited new offers, all from one simple, shortened link that you started with. But let's take that even one step further. As many of you know, offers convert differently based on the traffic source. For instance, traffic from California may convert better to a certain style of landing page than traffic from New York. Offers also convert differently based on the referring URL. People coming from Facebook playing Farmville would convert much better to a landing page that has a similar look and feel as Farmville. Also, affiliate offers convert differently based on the time of day. People clicking on your ad in the morning might like a more professionally designed landing page, whereas people clicking at night might prefer a more racy design. Linkcontrol allows you to set all of these rules and direct your traffic accordingly, ensuring that you get the highest payout. Now remember, you're doing all this from one simple, shortened link that you created for this campaign. Before Linkcontrol, managing all of these tasks would normally require an enormous amount of technical resources and man-hours on the affiliate's part. And for a long time, this has been the real secret to how a very small percentage of affiliates are making the majority of revenue. Now, while Linkcontrol levels the playing field and takes care of all of the under-the-hood work for you, it does still require you to initially set up and tweak the rules to make sure you're getting the best payout. But what if this could be all done for you? Let's take a giant leap forward, a leap that's going to change the affiliate industry as we know it. Are you ready for this? With Linkcontrol, you have the option to automatically pull in every offer from every affiliate network that you have accounts with, and rotate them as destination URLs. Linkcontrol will automatically optimize your campaign by automatically directing your traffic to an offer that is paying you the most based on your earnings per click. Automatically creating rules directing your traffic based on its source, giving you the best earnings per click as possible. Automatically directing your traffic based on the time of day to maximize your earnings per click. All from one simple shortened link that you created. Linkcontrol. Finally, you have full control of your links.
So first of all, you guys ever seen a product debut like what we just did with the rap girls? Give it up for Rob Hustle and the girls. Yeah, so first of all, like, thanks everyone for coming. Like, I really appreciate it. This is a product that I've been on for quite a while, and it was basically, as some of you know, I sold a company 3 years ago, and when I sold it, I basically couldn't create anything like this, and my non-compete just expired. So I've been wanting to do this for many years, and we've been using this in-house, and it's really been the difference for us on why we can do what a lot of people can't in affiliate marketing and keep our costs down. So it's something that we've been using in-house and we developed over the years, and I'm happy to debut it here and show you guys. So this is, so Linkcontrol. So like we just went over, there's a lot of manual features to Linkcontrol. On the easy end, you know, like we showed, it's a link shortener. You can edit your destination URL. Then you can actually weight them, you know, accordingly. We do allow you to do IP targeting. So like, you know, like let's say there's people coming from, I don't know, Facebook or something like that, employees of Facebook, and maybe you want to show them a page that you don't show other people or whatever. I mean, this is just a basic feature of it. We do geo-targeting, referral targeting, and obviously we also, one of the things we didn't have in the video is we actually will allow you to select the ability to either pass the your desk or like where your traffic is coming from, the referrals, because a lot of affiliates are nervous that that the offer actually sees that they're coming from Google, sees the keywords that they're using. So we allow you to actually block that, like just from the link, or you can actually what we call is washing the traffic, so it comes from another source, or you can just iframe it in, or you can just pass it on. So the automatic features are, I think, obviously where the meat of this is, and the automated features allow you. We've already tapped into many, as I'm going to show, affiliate networks, and they're really, really excited to be a part of it, especially because it actually, like, they can actually showcase the offers that they have and show that they do have the best payouts. We can actually automatically spider URLs. So, for instance, if you're promoting ringtones, which is something I've been doing for many years, and if, let's say your traffic is coming from Germany, we'll spider that, and we'll be able to see, like, if it's going to a smiley offer or something else, because the affiliate networks will divert it to a low-paying thing, and we will automatically notify you and say, your German traffic is, basically worthless, and there's other networks with other offers. So we'll automatically alert you to that, so you're making sure that you're going to get the highest paying offer for your traffic. So those are some of the notifications that we have. We also will suggest, basically other networks, other offers, just based on the payouts and whatnot. And the thing that's really awesome about it is we've developed this genetic algorithm that actually becomes smart with your traffic over time. So what the genetic algorithm is, basically, it's based on science. Like, over time, as evolution happens, everything from people to birds to, like fish, they adapt to what happens. And that's exactly what the genetic algorithm is. So for instance, it will see, like, Facebook traffic is converting better for this offer over time, and it will automatically divert the traffic for you. And it will see that, this time of day converts better for traffic for this, and, all this different stuff. And so those are all the features that we've got implemented. So that's the genetic algorithm. The automated features, we're going to be launching them within the product of Q2 this year. We've been internally testing them for months. They're really getting better, but it's not something that we would, a lot of people are going to be entrusting us with their traffic, so it's something that we want to make sure it's ready to go. And we're probably rolling it into beta very shortly. So what networks do we currently have involved and are really interesting? We've got Ads for Dough, Affiliate.com, Epic, Intrinsic, AKMG, Commission Junction, all of these companies, basically, it's like, who's not involved? All of them love the product, and they're really, really excited about it. And a lot of them, they basically say, like, it's really going to clean up the industry. Because when I first started with ringtone traffic, I was doing, like, Jamster offers through Commission Junction and getting paid, like, $4 for them. I had no idea, like, I could go to a Zoogle Ads and get, like, $20 for the same thing, and it converted much higher, right? So, like, I think the end affiliate, now they can come in because they do, with Commission Junction or whatever, and automatically, like, we can say, well, if you have an account with these things, you just plug in your account ID, and we'll automatically bring in those offers into your account. Well, you can actually select from them. So that way, it just takes, you don't have to go and test with all networks. You just have to get an account with it, put in your information, and we'll put the offers in. There's a lot of networks on board. So these are just some of the stuff that we've heard. Get ads, they basically, there's a big testimonial here. I don't have to read the whole thing, but all of them, we're hearing the exact same response from all of them. They're like, we've always encouraged our affiliates to actually test our offers to make sure that we are getting the highest payout, because you honestly don't know. And so, like, all the legitimate affiliate networks who are not shaving traffic or stealing your data are going to love Linkcontrol, right? And the ones that aren't are going to absolutely hate it. So obviously that's a huge selling point of it. So some networks hate it, I'm not going to lie. Like, we have talked to some networks and they were like, why in the hell would I want to compete against all my competition? And my answer is, you don't have a choice. I mean, like, you would have to cancel your affiliate to not be a part of it. And that's obviously not going to work. So they always say, well, the ones that we've talked to is, why would I want to run my offers against my competition? I don't want to participate. It's not fair because our street payout is lower than what we offer exclusive. And I'm like, well, it's time to change that, right? So, like, some of them, they don't have exclusive offers and they're just reselling and reselling and reselling. And that's one of the problems too, is you don't know who has, like, the exclusive offer, because everyone's going through someone else, right? So who has, like, the great deal on a dating site is or you think does, is probably, like, even third tier. They're just, everyone's getting a cut along the way. Well, now you'll be able to go directly with a lot of companies that have the exclusive offer. So, like I said, companies really don't have a choice to be a part of it, because they all have the API that we'll be accessing through. It's your account, so they would basically have to shut you down as a user to not be able to use it. So yeah, basically they would have to kill the affiliates. We have a great advisory board. Andy Liu, and these, I didn't put together an advisory board of people who are just big names like Google people or whatever, and I also didn't allow anyone from an affiliate network or tied to an affiliate network, because I didn't want, you know, any sort of whatever, you guys know what I'm saying, it just escaped me, but basically, like, I didn't want influence. I didn't want, you know, any of this stuff to be influenced or tied to a certain network. So Andy Liu, founder of Buddy TV, owns I Can Ask Cheeseburger, and all kinds of different things. Very, very smart guy. Obviously Missy Ward, you know, and maybe some of you guys have heard of her. And she's in the back, actually. Ted Murphy, the CEO of IZEA. Brian Norgard started a company called Nuru that he sold to Fox News Corp. He's well connected. He's a very good guy. John Kelly, he's known Sure Hits, Lisa, obviously. A lot of you guys know Lisa Barone. Jonathan Volk, sitting right there, my man. And actually, the guy next to him, Ad Hustler, is not listed here. One of the smartest guys I know in the local space. Really, really smart guy. He's been looking at the product and giving us some excellent feedback from a user perspective. Neil Patel, who did Crazy Egg and now is doing Kissmetrics, super smart kid. Rebecca Kelly. And Brian Stevenson, who was one of the original guys with Akamai, which handles about 30% of the world's internet traffic. So Brian, from a scalability perspective, is one of the smartest people on this planet. He was very instrumental when we did have auction ads, my last company. We were doing 1,400 to 1,800 hits a second that were actually querying eBay and instantly returning live results. So scalability is something that we have a lot of experience with, and that product worked really well. So the common questions that we get, I just wanted to go through them because, I mean, obviously there's concerns people have with a product like this. Like, for instance, how do people know that I'm just not going to look at their data and compete against them, right? That's a great question. And so some of you may know I used to work for Wells Fargo, and I was actually their lead security administrator for, you know, over 5 years. So I have a lot of experience with auditing, and I wrote a lot of the security policies that are still in place. So we've already contracted with PricewaterhouseCoopers, and they're going to be doing, I told them I want like 10 times the auditing level in place of what they would hold like the Federal Reserve accounting, you know, kind of practices to. So we'll be doing monthly auditing. They'll be going all of our data. They'll see all the access that any of my employees, including myself, have. Anything that we've accessed of anyone's data, you'll automatically be alerted right away if for whatever reason I've looked at the traffic at all. So, you know, we understand, like, this is a concern, and this is a concern people have with networks, and so we'll have much stronger requirements than, you know, the Federal Reserve requirements, you know, the GBLA, Sarbanes-Oxley, and whatnot like that for data classifications of, you know, restricted and private data. So, and as far as the security end, so, because obviously if someone broke in and hijacked our database and whatnot, that would be bad. So I have really good connections with Fishnet Security. They're pretty much the world leader. They protect huge companies, including like Wells Fargo and whatnot. So they're going to be doing constant attack and penetration testing against us, you know, upgrading all of our software constantly, mitigating our DDoS. You know, basically it's something that you really can't block if it does happen, but we definitely can mitigate the risk of, and it's just a denial of service attack, which you've seen some affiliate networks go down when they get attacked. We'll have a much more redundant thing than any affiliate networks. We'll have way more bandwidth than any affiliate networks currently. And I have a ton of experience combating these kind of attacks. So, and also like our hosting provider has a ton of bandwidth, and they have a lot of experience also blocking attacks and stuff like that. I'm not saying it can't happen, because if I say that, it will happen, because I know there's a lot of people that'll prove me wrong. So we also have a lot of datification and monitoring and full PCI compliance. So, you know, the other big question is, you know, can we handle the traffic? And I think we've proven with auction ads, you know, that thing scaled from no users to 25,000 users in 4 months. We had zero downtime. And we're doing, you know, 1,400, 1,800 hits a second on eBay, which is pulling live auctions. So for me, I mean, this is a cakewalk compared to what we do with that company. And so I'm really looking forward to this because it's just redirecting traffic and developing an algorithm. So yeah, with auction ads, you know, like I said, I think that we really showed people that we know what we're doing, and from a scalability perspective, and also we help people make a lot of money with that. And we know basically that, you know, users are trusting us at the end of the day with their data. And so if we're down, they're not making money, and that sucks. And that's something we never want to do. As far as competition goes, I mean, when I started Auction Ads, there was 8 companies that were currently doing what we were doing, including eBay, who had invested, over $5 million in development. And we came in and we quickly led the market. There's some services out there that, as I've shown this to people that I didn't even know existed, that have a very, very small component of what we're doing. And I don't worry about competition. I really encourage people to compete with this product because I think it's a great product. I think it's one that's gonna really revolutionize the industry because everyone focuses so much on optimizing the front end with the ad copy, with landing pages, and nobody ever optimizes the back end. So this product does that, and if someone else builds a better one, then all the better. I don't think they will though. So just thank you everybody for coming. This is Linkcontrol. Everyone in here will have a free account for life. Our basic model is gonna be every feature, the manual features that you do are gonna be free to users, but the automated feature, we're gonna just take like 1% of the amount that is generated from it. So just the stuff that we do, if we turn it off, turn it on, we see about a 17% increase just from all of the genetic stuff, optimization. So here's to making more money. I thank you all for coming. You'll all have a free account for life. So when we're gonna have the girls pass out coupons. So this is just me like basically, and you guys will all have an account. You can make an account like as soon as you leave here and have access to it. Like I said, the automated features are not in place, but basically I'm creating a campaign here for ringtones and I'm gonna enter in my URLs. Down below we've got, like I believe we have 12 preset domains. You also have the ability to add your own domain, right? So if you have your own short thing, you can. We also have the ability to do aliases. For that, you can either generate a random one or actually use the ones that we've got created. So basically, like this is me creating offers, choosing my URL, and now basically I'm just writing a description right up here, and then I'm going to update the link, and then you just copy it to clipboard and stuff like that. So then actually we have the flash sliders where you can actually weight the traffic 1 through 10. So that basically means for every 10 hits, like one of them is going to go to this other place. And you can add as many as you want. We also have a bulk importer. Another big feature that you see here is the sub ID. So let's say, because this is a big question that we got right away, and we actually made the changes to do this right away, was that obviously all you guys have sub IDs, right, for your campaigns because that's how you track it. So what we do is all you have to do is just append the actual sub ID from your short link, and that will be passed on, and we just parse it out for every network that we have in the thing. So it's going to pass on all those sub IDs from that one short link, right? So it'll just dynamically do that for you. You can delete them at will, and you can add them more. So down here you see the actual URL parameters. When you pass the URL parameters, that's what I was talking about by just passing the sub IDs. And then basically also, down below, you can actually hide the referring URL, and that just uses a basic short meta refresh before it goes to the page. A lot of affiliates do that now because they're nervous about the affiliate network seeing their traffic and then doing exactly what they're doing. So you can hide that. And then you can also just show it in an iframe or use a 301 redirect. Most link shorteners, and by default it does a 302, which for those of you who aren't in the SEO industry knows that can create problems. So if you want, you can do a 301 redirect, which will pass a lot of the link juice and stuff onto the actual affiliates page. So let me just update the rule set here. But you can see here we have IP address, country, date and time, and I actually go into those in just a second. So right here, I'm actually entering in, if the IP address contains this IP, you can make it short, you can make it down to one person, redirect the traffic to this site, right? And then I can just add more rules as I want, and these rules will supersede whatever weighting parameters you have above, whatever manual ones you have. So like this is the IP one, but then I can go through here and I can create, like if it starts with this, go to a really compliant offer, starts with this. And then we also have by country, and you can move these, like on the side you see the arrows, you can actually rearrange them up and down and weight them right here too so that they override it. All right, so, and then just going forward, you can do it by referring URL. So this is actually a really awesome feature that I've used a lot because for those of you that do Facebook advertising, you see traffic coming like the Facebook/ad board, and everyone here knows there's nobody going there to buy your product. The only people that go there to look at all the ads or ones that are trying to get ideas for landing pages for what they're doing and exactly steal what you're doing. So like if things contain, like this is where I was showing the Farmville stuff. So with referring URL, if you know that you've got a page that converts really well for Farmville, then you can just say, okay, if the referrer has Farmville in the URL, then we're going to redirect them to a page that looks like Farmville and actually welcomes them as Farmville users, and obviously that's going to convert much higher, right? And then you can send, if people are coming from photos or if people coming from whatever, you can play around with different landing pages that cater to them. So like this, if people are coming from the Facebook ad board, then you can basically send them to Google or whatever the hell you want, because those people bring no value to you except they're going to steal what you're doing. And I know there's a lot of people in here that are shaking their head yes, because we always redirect them everywhere. But so this is basically, Linkcontrol is based on the tools that I've been building over the years. And you can also do this by user agent. I don't know that a lot of people would want to do this, but for some offers, it definitely matters, because like Linux users are, your Unix users, they're definitely a different breed than, like your Mac users. Mac users like a much more artsy page, whereas, Windows users love a Craigslist looking, just a very, 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 where do I click kind of thing. So, really tailoring them, and we can do that right here by just with the referring agent. Firefox users are a little bit more hacker friendly and whatnot. So you can totally tailor this stuff. And these are just the manual features. And like I said, the actual algorithm that we have does all this for you. It watches your traffic. It knows that if your traffic coming from Farmville works better for this offer, your traffic that's people using Firefox converts better for this offer. So it learns your traffic, it gets to know your traffic, and then it automatically does all this for you. So this is a product I'm super excited about. It's something that we've been using internally. Like I said, it's made a huge difference for us. If I turn it off and turn it on, it makes about a 17% difference in our revenue. So us just basically, the model that we're gonna go with, or I think we're gonna go with, is just basically billing people like 1% of their traffic, because it's gonna make an enormous impact when people try it. So again, thanks everybody for coming. What's your question?
So I'm assuming that you're tracking conversions, then you know how much commission we're making.
Yes.
So is that going to be aggregated in this way, so we can also use this for our own, so we're not having to log into 12 different networks?
Absolutely. You have an exact dashboard that actually shows you your EPC for all the different things that you're doing. So you'll be able to look at, okay, my traffic from Farmville going to this thing, like what's the EPC on that, right? And then that's how we know to actually weight the offer. So we're going in through the API and pulling in, because otherwise how would we know how much you're making from whatever? So that's like part of the algorithm, is it actually will go in routinely, automatically update your account, and then that way also we know, like where to send the traffic. So we know, because we know exactly how it's converting. So we don't really care about sub IDs. We don't, but if, we pass all that for you, so you can, if you don't want to do that, but we can actually bring that info into Linkcontrol as well. So we're basically just aggregating everything for you. This is a great question, thanks. Anyone else? Yes, sir.
One of the sessions today was on mobile affiliate sites and the whole growth and opportunities for mobile traffic and landing pages.
Yeah.
Is there a way to detect that? Because
yes.
Sometimes you can't tell if someone's coming in on Facebook, let's say, mobile device or desktop, right?
But you can, because of the actual user agent. So the actual, like every web browser identifies itself. And so when people have a BlackBerry or an iPhone, and I'm really glad you asked that, because obviously those pages need to convert better for different offers and different landing pages. And a lot of times too, like if you have mobile people, for the most part, don't buy on their phone. So you might want to instead, obviously like capture their name and email, so then you can send them and market to them later when maybe they're at their home computer, right? So you wouldn't probably go for a sale right away like you would with most products. You would just capture their info and then do it later. Yes, sir. Yep.
So you said that the offer links were crawl. I'm wondering if there is any kind of feature about if the offer goes down, is there a fail?
Yeah. Yes. So what we have in place is basically like it'll spider the URLs, make sure that the traffic is live, and if it's not, it will notify you, and it will also redirect the traffic. So none of your traffic is being wasted. And it's going to tell you like it was a 404 error, it was a forbidden error, it was exactly the server response and why the offer wasn't up. So great question. Thanks for that. So obviously, I think you guys see the value in this product. It's been huge for us, and I look forward to you guys using it, and I really look forward to your feedback. So is there any other questions at all? Yes, sir. So eventually we will have, you're asking, will there be a mobile version? Yeah, so the dashboard, like in our plans, like by probably, it's gonna be later this year, but we definitely wanna have applications like iPhone apps so you'll be able to look, like right away into your dashboard, and even where you'll be able to weight the URLs, or, if you just wanna add, some of the rules in place. So everything you can do here, you'll be able to do from an iPhone application eventually. It's not gonna happen overnight. Yes? That's a great suggestion. That's a great suggestion. And this product, like Ad Hustlers in the House, and I know folks right over there, those guys, like that suggestion right there, just giving us feedback. We're gonna build this for users, so we should definitely do that. So we should actually have every, browser agent in there so you can just pick it from a box. Because like you said, you might not know. Yeah. What we should, yeah. And I think what we should do also is just allow people to easily just say mobile, right? Because we already know all the mobile things. So just send mobile users to this thing. Yeah, one of my people write that down because that's an awesome idea. Yes, sir. We've been toying with that idea. Right now, you guys are the only people who are going to have accounts. So nobody else in the world is going to even have an account until later this year. So in a couple months, we'll open it up. And when we do open it up, I don't see why we wouldn't have an affiliate program. I mean, we're affiliate marketers, right? So, and the affiliate program that we're toying with, the idea of it is that it would be a revenue share for the lifetime of the customer. So if somebody comes in, we do like somewhere 20, 30% or something like that. Yes? Yes, so these rules are all in effect, and like it'll do the first one. So the 4 little arrows over here allow you to just drag and drop. So you can just make the priority higher or lower. We should probably do a little bit better job on the interface right there of like saying 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, that's great feedback. That's the stuff we want to hear. So something, write that down too. Yes, sir.
For your alerts, is there a way to like get an email alert hourly for your stats to see how you're doing?
Yes, the alerts and notifications. Yeah, and we're going to improve all of this over time, right? Because we're just getting started with this. The interface is going to drastically change. That's why I didn't do a big, huge demo of the product, because what you see right now, we've already changed some of this stuff. Like when you go log in, it's going to look a little different. And so the actual promo video at the beginning, it doesn't even show the product, right? Because when we made that video to where it's now, it looks completely different. We didn't even have the sliders in place. We just had a drop-down box 1 through 10 or whatever. And so, what was your question again?
Will we be able to get alerts like hourly for our staff?
Yes. Absolutely, absolutely. You will be able to set the notifications like alert. You'll be able to set thresholds. Okay, so you'll be like, let me know if my traffic goes absolutely apeshit here, or if like one IP is just hammering the crap out of me. And we'll say, you might want to block this IP, or you might want to just redirect this person because for whatever reason they're hammering you. So we'll be able to just route that to a null place or whatever you define here. So we'll send you, and you'll be able to. I mean, if you want to do hourly, you want to do every 20 minutes or whatever, you set that, and then we'll email you. Yes, sir.
Will there be training videos for each of the features?
Yep, and that's one of the, not right now because it's going to change so much. The only thing that I've learned is that when we made like ShoeMoney tools and stuff, I made over like 100 literally videos because the product is going to change so fast. The product you see right now with the interface and everything is going to not even look the same. And these features like you guys are suggesting, the feedback you guys are giving us even in this room is going to change all of this, like what we're doing right now too. So we really love the feedback that you guys have. And that's why we're giving you all free accounts for life, right? Yes, sir. I'm sorry? We're going to have an API for this, so you'll be able to pull your own reports. If you want to build your own dashboard, we'll have an API you'll be able to access. Yes?
Are you going with an exit strategy, or is this something you guys plan on?
So, yeah, I mean, I'm funding everything. We've had a lot of people talk to us about investing, some pretty large companies and stuff, but I have no exit strategy. I mean, I don't build products with exit in mind. The only reason I sold auction ads was because I was completely over my head. It was me and one other guy, and we're managing 25,000 people and doing all this stuff, programming and, you know, all the development. I've got a great team now, and I've got a real office and all this stuff. So, I mean, like, this is something I want to improve over time. And, I mean, like, I don't even, like, honestly, I don't even care too much about making money the first year. I just want to make a great product that people can use and really improve the industry. And I know that this thing goes nowhere without user growth, right? So, I mean, like, I just try to make a great product that people want to use, because with users, then eventually you can worry about making money and whatnot. Like with auction ads, we didn't make any money in that company. In fact, I was negative quite a bit until we sold it. Just that, and I kind of have the same strategy here, not really the selling part, but it's like once enough users go, you know, then you can turn on, you know, some of the monetization strategies. And like I said, now, as far as 1% goes, I don't know for sure that that's what we're going to do. You know, like, we'll probably, you know, listen to your feedback. And I mean, you guys are all kind of going to be our advisors, you know, and that's why we're giving you a free account, because we want to know like what you think of these things, and what do you think about us charging this way? Or, you know, I mean, we've had affiliate networks just tell us, like, they'll give us, like, if we suggest them as an affiliate network, like, you know, like, they would pay us. Obviously, we're bringing in a lot of affiliates, so it's the perfect place to advertise to them. But I don't want to ruin the experience, you know, so we're going to wait. It's always a fine line between balancing making money and ruining the user experience, right? Because you're going to throw ads in and whatever. So I don't really want to throw ads at people, but obviously that's getting a kickback from the networks is something that, an idea that we have to make money with the company eventually. But is that it? Yes, sir. Absolutely. You'll see a full log of your live traffic, right? So the things that we're playing with now, it's not in place right now, but you'll actually see, like, you know, when you go to sites and it actually, like, just scrolls down and whatnot, like Chartbeat, for instance, and if you guys don't use it, it's cool as crap. But basically, like, it'll be very similar to that, to where you'll actually be seeing the traffic, and, like, based on this, where we're sending it here, like, this hit just went there, this hit just went there. So we're gonna play with that interface quite a bit, but I see it more like, you know, just coming down, and then also doing a full, like, you know, like a globe, and doing some really cool crap with that for people who love, you know, shiny things. So, yes. Yep.
So is there anything that keeps you from still working with your AMs and negotiating better?
No, not at all. In fact, it's in their best interest to now, because you're saying, hey, you know, my Linkcontrol is now sending it to this offer. If you bump me up, it's gonna, because when they say, like, why aren't you sending traffic? You can log into Linkcontrol and see why, right? It's gonna show you why, and you say, bump up, you know, based on this, you need to raise me 50 cents. Yeah, yeah. Affiliate networks are. Absolutely, yes. Is that it? All right, once again, thank you all. Like, I really value your feedback. Thanks for coming, everybody.